Hello again, church. Last week we looked at the story called the parable of the prodigal son from Luke 15. I said that I prefer calling that the parable of the two lost sons. And last week we looked at the story of the younger son. Today we are going to look at the story of the older son, who I believe is equally lost like the younger. The older son witnessed the disgraceful act of his younger brother, asking for the inheritance in spite of their father being still alive. This older brother must have been insulted by what his brother did. He felt that he was better and he made the right choice to stay with his father. He worked for him, earning more of his father's favor. He was unlike his brother, who wanted just the money and not the family. And since he is the older son, he will be getting a greater inheritance anyway, and maybe even more now that his brother is gone. Well, one day, he comes home from work to an untimely celebration. He probably thought that it was a surprise celebration for him, since his father must have seen his hard work. But he was wrong. It was because his younger brother is back. And his father gave his brother the best robe, put a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. His father had the fattened calf killed to celebrate his brother's return. He must have been shocked and found the situation absurd. He probably went through some perplexing thoughts in his mind. Why did my father give the best robe that I deserved? Why was my brother given a ring and shoes? Did he squander the inheritance he took from him? Is he not supposed to work his way up, start as a servant, and earn his way back as a son? Why was the fattened calf I worked hard for killed for my undeserving brother? I refuse to join this celebration. Now, did the older son have a valid reason to feel this way? Well, we get a clue when his father tried to entreat him. This is what the older son said. Look, these many years I have served you, and I never disobeyed you. Yet you never gave me a young goat that I might celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours came, who devoured your property with prostitutes, you killed the fattened calf for him. Was the older son right? He felt that way because he was doing the right things, but for the wrong reasons. His service was about earning favor and not about his duty as a son. His obedience was about the reward and not about the love for his father. He never recognized that everything he had was his father's. He was with his father physically, but he did not enjoy his father's presence because his focus is on himself. He was not interested with what is important to his father. Aren't we like the older son sometimes? We serve God not out of love and gratitude, but out of self-favor. We give to God as if it's our own money and not recognize that everything we have is from Him. We go to church, but we don't appreciate God's presence because we are too busy in making sure we are comfortable and entertained, having no interest in what God is telling us. Brothers and sisters, when we are like the older son, we are no better than the younger son. We are equally lost, and worse, we are being self-righteous. This is what the father said to the older son. Son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours. It was fitting to celebrate and be glad, for this brother was dead and is alive. He is lost and is now found. The Father's words should echo to us our greatest reward is God Himself, that we enjoy Him forever. I want to make an appeal to you. As we go to church, as we serve, as we give, let us remember that God loved us first. Even when we were dead in trespasses, God made us alive again in Christ. He blessed us in Christ with every spiritual blessing. Let us change our motives and move our focus from ourselves to God. More importantly, inasmuch as we enjoy all of God's blessings, we should also share God's burden, His desire to save the lost. I pray that this message transforms your relationship with God and help you find what is pleasing to the Lord. I hope you have a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you this Sunday.